Minister of Homeland Security, why? What initiative has the police introduced or have to treat with during the carnival season when the children stray from their parents? And that is the question. So, in other words, Mr. Benjamin, this Deputy Commissioner, the parents was not addressed in that question at all. So it was what the police doing. So what about the parents? What did the parents do or didn't do? I guess that's not important. I guess the important is what strategy you have. So when they stray from their parents, you can find them and safely return them. I guess that's the conversation. No guidance from the parents. I've already been introduced earlier today by persons who call out some of the things I used to do, and sometimes still. In my career, I dealt with vulnerable youth, young people, people from the ghetto, they call it, people who would have done well, excellent. In a society where he is condemned, he or she is condemned, 8 subjects, all ones. Put it up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. 1 like. A friend of a friend shot a 2 persons video on display. 17,000 likes. What did we do or did not do? So instead of embracing a youth coming from a so-called depressed environment, we prefer to support those who are shooting at each other and killing us. What did we do or did not do? I have seen persons, young men and women, turn lawyers, doctors. Some of them had some stories that unheard of. And I want to also say this. I have the privilege of an instrument. And if I put it on, all the persons in this room, all the persons who are sitting in their office right now, all the faithful husbands at home and wives, I see you looking at porn. Children, child porn, identifies you on your phone. Some people are excited by having a sexual relationship with a child. I mention it because I heard earlier one of the speakers spoke to it. Some persons say that we are far from reality. We know what's reality? The reality is when persons are involved in shootouts with bandits, and you sit here today and you hear bang bang, and everybody jump in, running and hiding. Some persons so interested. When there's not police and when there's police involved, they come with their phones to see what Mr. Benjamin is doing. But when there are persons who have their face covered and AR-15s ringing out in the nation street, they run for cover and they ask then and then, where are the police? What did we do? What did we do? How do we, Mr. Ali and my good friend Mr. Dial Singh, how do we move away the youth from the 3Gs? You know, the 3Gs, guns, girls, and gold. How do we move them away from that? What could you say to them that will move them away from that? Do you have money to give them free? What do you say to a youth when he tells you, listen, Mr. Alexander, I ain't really into this school thing, you know. It's a botheration for me. On the block, I just make 1,004 a day. What did we do? What did not do? So when I saw this group here today, I was excited that finally some group of persons came together to get the answer to the questions. Looking down the road in the future, and I'm asking the question, I know the Commissioner of Prisons might be able to give you some direct insight into what is happening, because recently I heard he had some issues. We have Mr. Benjamin here and others. What do? We wait for them? We wait. We sit on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Or do we do something about it and now? Are we too late? Or is it never too late? How do you address a mother who's down at the Forensic Science Center bawling, my son, he's a good boy. But he died with a gun right next to him. And the lady who always sees the wickedness in persons, the wicked all the time lady, she's making comments. He was shot and killed. I sure it's the police, I sure it's the wicked and the wicked. But at the same time, what you as a parent have done, a change in mindset. Did you give your children the foundation that is necessary? That no street, no gold, no girls, no gun could influence them otherwise. And let them know that they are wasting their time to influence you. I'm an adult male, and to date, I never took one drink of alcohol. I'm an adult male, and never one day placed anything close to a cigarette by my lips. Because I was taught very early, you must always be in a position to account for your decision that you make. I'm not making an excuse by saying I was drunk, or I was under the influence of drink or drunk to such an extent, and all of that. That is not my style. Or reality. How do we remove or fix the broken homes that some of the youth come from? What happens when they feel like the world is against them? As a parliamentarian, no, they will come and say, listen, the government owes us for being here. It's a difficult understanding, but so their mere existence means that we must provide free money for them in a kind of ghost-like style. What did we do or did not do? And also, our reality. Why did we take so long to fix it? Is it that everybody here waited on a victim close to them before the needle was moved? So you wait until they shut down and then you walk and get some container to get gas. Let's move the needle. The needle has been empty for too long. Let me thank all the persons here today. Mr. Ali, it's a long time, you know, we grew up in the police service. He didn't say that he never used to make much runs as a captain, however, that's not important. That's not important. I want to thank the steering committee, all the persons here today, the head table. It's time to move the needle and get the answers as to why are we here and what did we do or didn't do. Thank you, everybody.
I'm sure you'll agree with me that we need to thank the Minister for painting such a vivid picture of the real-life underground realities and the challenges that are faced because of it. And Minister, we assure you, the steering committee, all of the collaborative stakeholders here, that we accept that mandate to move the needle. Ladies and gentlemen, I must apologize for my snafu of interchanging my commissioners. But would you all agree with me that there is a little resemblance? And Mr. Crosby and I will share a panel later on, something to look forward to. At this point, that brings to the end our opening ceremonies. So I would like to sincerely thank